I think my one is question 11, I think it is. You're going to be doing question 13. So the way we do this is the same approach that we used when we did company accounts before. We start by looking at the adjustments at the bottom, and then when we do the adjustments, we'll end up correcting some of the numbers in the trial balance. So we've got three stocks: stock of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. And the second thing, the second adjustment we have, no record made for books of raw materials costing £8,000 that were in transit. The invoice for the goods had been received, but no record made. Any suggestions? How should we deal with goods that we've bought, we've got a bill for them, but they haven't come into the warehouse yet? What should we do there?
Expense.
Well, it should be included in the costs. I mean, it should be included in purchases, should be included in creditors, and it should be included in our stock. Okay? So this is stock of raw materials. So raw materials, it says here, is 35 grand. So 8 grand extra has to be added on. So the opening stock of raw materials here is going to be 35 plus 8 grand.
This is question 11.
This is question 11 I'm doing. You're doing the next question. Okay? So that's that one. Actually, that should come up with a formula. It hasn't. Okay, I'll just leave that in there for now. So, work in progress. So that means when I look at my manufacturing account, down the bottom of it, so I'll have all of my costs. So prime cost is the direct cost of making the goods. We'll add indirect costs and things like depreciation be included in there. Opening work in progress. So this is stuff that was half finished at the end of last period. We'll include that. We would have spent money making that last period. We'll add that into this period. And anything that's work in progress at the end, the closing, we take that out because we're not going to sell that. Okay? That's not finished, so we take it out this year. We'll transfer that into next year. So closing stock of work in progress is 19,400. Okay, and finished goods is 51,1. So that the finished goods is way down here in the trading account. So the closing stock of finished goods is 51,100. Now the other thing I said a second ago, because of these raw materials that were in transit, those raw materials are going to be included in purchases. So I'll have a look at my purchases figure up above. So that's 12. So from my trial balance, purchases, stocks, purchase raw materials 435. So I'm going to add the 8 grand to that, plus the 8 grand. And my creditors, I'll have to add, whatever my creditors figure is, I'm going to have to add the 8 grand to that. So 87,800 for creditors, plus the 8 grand for what I just bought. We okay with that? So again, I'm doing the adjustments down the bottom. Okay, I'm using that to fix everything else. Factory wages are divided 70% direct wages, which is going to be up here, direct cost, manufacturing wages. I'm going to have 70% there. And then I'm going to have 30% for the supervisor salary. So I'll find my factory wages 157,500. Okay. And then, so that's that one. So factory wages divided, including in the sale of scrap materials, is 800 received from the sale of obsolete machinery. Now, that one we'll deal with next time. So what I want you to do is, can you start off by putting these numbers for your question? So you're doing question 12. Okay, and I'll continue doing this one. All right?